Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important and maybe a little spicing things up in the marriage bed, but making sure it's all good with God. It's about creating a strong, passionate, and God-honoring connection with your spouse. Remember that intimacy in marriage is a beautiful gift from God, and like any gift, it's about cherishing and respecting it. So, let's open our hearts and our Bibles as we explore how to make our marriages even more amazing inside and outside the bedroom. When we think about spicing things up in the bedroom, the first question we always have to ask ourselves is, does this honor God? It might seem a little out there, bringing God into the bedroom and all, but honestly, it's the most important thing to consider. Our marriages, every single part of them, are meant to be a reflection of God's love. 1 Corinthians 10:31 reminds us, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. That whatever you do definitely includes what happens between a husband and wife. Think about it, God created marriage, He created intimacy, and He designed it to be beautiful, passionate, and life-giving. So when we're thinking about how to spice things up, we need to make sure we're doing it in a way that lines up with His heart. Now, I'm not a pastor and this isn't a theology class, but I do know that God cares about our hearts. He cares about what we desire and how we treat each other. When we come to Him with open hearts, seeking His guidance in our marriages, He promises to lead us in the right direction. And you know what? Sometimes the right direction might be trying something new, stepping outside of our comfort zones and keeping that spark alive. Remember, God wants us to enjoy our marriages. He wants us to experience pleasure and excitement with our spouses. So let's bring Him into the conversation, ask for His guidance, and trust that He'll lead us in a way that honors Him and strengthens our marriages. Okay, so we've talked about honoring God, but here's another question. Are you holding back in your marriage bed? And I'm not just talking about physically, although that might be part of it. I'm talking about emotionally, mentally. Are you truly present and open with your spouse? Marriage is all about giving yourself fully to another person, holding nothing back. And that includes being open to trying new things, exploring each other's desires, and growing together. It's like, remember when you first started dating your spouse? You were so eager to learn everything about them, to make them happy. Well, that same eagerness should carry over into the bedroom. Be curious about your spouse's needs and desires. Talk to each other. Share your fantasies even if they make you blush a little. Remember, there's no judgment in marriage, only love and understanding. And if you're not sure where to start, that's okay. There are so many resources available, from books to podcasts to, yes, even YouTube videos like this one. The important thing is that you're both making an effort to learn, to grow, and to keep things exciting. Because let's be honest, routine can be a real passion killer, so shake things up a bit, try something new every once in a while, surprise each other, and most importantly, keep talking to each other. Communication is key in any relationship, but it's especially important when it comes to intimacy. So, don't hold back, let yourselves be vulnerable, let yourselves be silly, and most importantly, let yourselves be completely and totally in love. Now, we've talked about honoring God in the bedroom, and we've talked about being open and adventurous with each other, but here's the thing, spicing things up should never come at the expense of respect and love for ourselves and our spouses. Romans 12:10 tells us to be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves. That means considering your spouse's feelings and boundaries just as much as your own. It's about remembering that intimacy is a two-way street, a shared experience that should leave both partners feeling loved, respected, and cherished. So, as you explore new things together, always check in with each other. Make sure both of you are comfortable and enthusiastic about trying something new. If one of you isn't feeling it, that's okay. There's no pressure, no judgment, just move on to something else that you both enjoy. Remember, intimacy should never feel like an obligation or a chore. It should be a fun, joyful expression of your love for each other. And you know what else? Honoring each other also means taking care of yourselves, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Eat healthy, get enough sleep, exercise, and nurture your relationship with God. When you feel good about yourself, it shows in every aspect of your life, including your marriage. So, there you have it. Spicing things up in the Christian marriage bed is all about finding a balance between honoring God, being open and adventurous with each other, and always respecting yourselves and your spouse. A little bit of spice in a marriage is a good thing, wouldn't you agree? It keeps things interesting, right? Remember, God gave us marriage as a gift, and like any good gift, we should cherish it, nurture it, and have a little fun with it. So, go out there, have those open and honest conversations with your spouse, and see what kind of God-honoring fun you can create together. Remember, a happy marriage starts with a happy heart, and maybe a little something extra to keep the spark alive.